Welcome to UPSC Vinod. So today we are going to discuss current affairs with respect to UPSC Prelims 2026. That is economy. So India's GDP base year revision. See, it is very important for UPSC Prelims. So the revision of base year. There is a multiple questions with respect to revision of base year. That means GDP base year. So GDP base year has been revised from 2011-12 to 2022-23. So GDP base. So see, what are all the impacts? See, always UPSC will focus on cause and impact. So this is an event. The GDP base year has been revised. What will be the impact? See, previous GDP base year was 2011-12. New base year was 2022-23. So by this, according to the revised estimate, India's real GDP growth for financial year 2025-26 is projected up to 7.6 percentage. So the projected growth has been by the revising the base year. Our projected growth also be revised. The base year, what is meant by base year? So definition uses this base year is a reference year whose prices are used to calculate in real GDP. See, whose prices are used to calculate in real GDP are at constant price. Use of base year helps to remove the effects of inflation. See, base year. Why we are using base year? To remove, see the cost, see the effect. Remove the inflation, remove the effect of inflation, and enable meaningful comparison of economic growth meaningful comparison of economic growth across the time. So it is to remove the inflation and to calculate the meaningful economic growth. So why the change is needed? See, why we should change the base year. See, prolong the period. It has been 10 years. There has been multiple changes, multiple updates in our economy. So that we should add it. See, when comparing 2011-12, one of the basic thing is digital economy progress. Digital economy has been developed in multiple folds. So it has been developed in multiple folds. We should accommodate that also. And after 2011, there was a economic crisis and there was a COVID, and there was multiple issues. We should also calculate all these things, and we should revise our GDP. See, reflects why we should change. Reflects the current economic structure. Incorporate new reliable data methodology. Capture the growth in digital services and renewables. Meet international standards. Choose recent normal year. So why that means you could have changed we should have changed it in 2017-18 or else earlier than 2025-26. But while 2017-18 GDP was implemented, in 2019-21, 19 to 21 COVID was there, and after 21 it was development phase, high growth phase. Now it is a good time to revise the GDP. This is good time. Okay. Now sector-wise methodological improvement. See, just have a thought that each and every sector has improved to their technology, to their mechanism of working, all these things. So it is not required to mug up for each and every sector. Now we shall go for questions with respect to this part. See, with reference to, see, this will help you to solve the questions when they ask with respect to change in base year. Okay. See, with the reference of calculation of India's gross GDP, consider the following statement. So the base year of GDP is calculated, revised periodically. Yes, see, it is revised periodically. The base year of GDP calculation is fixed permanently by law. No, it is not fixed permanently by law. It is updated by MOSP, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Consider the following statement with regards to India's GDP base year revision. India's revision in GDP base year is from 2004. See, it was earlier. See, it is not the present. It was previous year question. So earlier it was 2005 to 2011. The revision includes change in methodological and data sources. Yes, we should see why we are changing the base year to include the methodological to update ourselves. To simply we can say that to update ourselves. And next, in 2020, in context of GDP estimation in India, which of the following statements are correct? Changing in base year helps in more accurate estimation of GDP. Yes. Yes. So you can remove the outdated price structuring, reflects the current economic reality. Base year revision helps to include new sectors of the economy. Yes, both 1 and 2 are correct. Which of the following is best to explain the need of revising the GDP and base year? See, GDP and base year to reflect the changes in structural changes in the economy, to improve the accuracy of the national income estimates, to artificially boost the GDP. No, we here the plan, see, revision of base year is not based on the aim to boost the GDP figures. It is used to update the update towards the current economic status. Okay. Now, with the reference to GDP base year revision in India, 2011-12 to 2020-23, consider the following statement. See, consider the following statement. A base year is revision periodically to calculate real GDP. Yes, to calculate real GDP by using the constant price to remove the effects of inflation. Yes, the main aim is to remove the effects of inflation. Yes, statement 1 is correct. The year 2017-18 was rejected as a new year base, primarily due to global economic distortion caused by COVID-19. See, you know that COVID-19 caused 2019 to 2021. So this is not the correct answer. 2017-18 was excluded because it was implementation of GST implementation. So statement 2 is wrong. Under the new methodology, under the new methodology, non-financial private corporation sector is estimated by allocating revenue based on specific activity rather than entire GVA. In old method, we used to calculate the non-financial private sector corporate sector is calculated GDP by entire GVA method. But now they are moving towards revenue based specific activity. So statement 3 is correct. For the general government sector, the new revision has expanded the coverage of including autonomous bodies and impute housing services for employees. See, it is one of the most important key point. So so statement 4 is correct. So after this question, I will go here and I will say some important points. So this will be helpful to recall. See, in non-financial private corporation, entire GVA assigned to principal activity. Now, activity-wise revenue collection has been changed. Household sector estimation. So, see, in household sector estimation, uses of PLFS. Just the using of PLFS and AUUSC annually for direct estimation instead of extrapolation. See, just they are adding some new methodology. That's all. So again, in use of GST data, regional corporate output identify activity firm, improve estimate on non-reporting companies, banking and NBFCs, banking estimates via RBI, and NBFCs estimates using MCA actual financial data instead of proxies. So general government sector added imputed housing services for employee. See, now the housing services for employee has been added. Expanded the coverage of autonomous bodies. Yes, private final consumption expenditure, more granular estimation using HECS product. See, it has been in private consumption expenditure, more granular estimation has been seen. Banking of NBFCs. So yes, we already discussed this. It's a great use of ASUS data to fix earlier underestimation in uni corporate sector. See, these are all the changes. With respect to this question has been framed. So it will help you to recall the question. Again, next, India's agricultural growth and key finding. See, India's agricultural growth and key finding. See, in agriculture sector, there has been significant growth. Gross value added in agriculture and allied sector at current prices. Gross value added in agriculture sector and allied sector at current prices rose to 2025 percentage. So it has been tremendous race. So, and gross value output. See, this is gross value added. This is gross value output. It also raising. Gross value output ratio also raises at a constant price. It is 54.6%. See, this is not needed, but you should know that gross value added in agriculture and allied sector at current prices also it's in raising phase. Gross value added of output at constant price also adding. It is also going in a good phase. So overall GDP contribution, agriculture and allied sector contribute 16% to Indian economy. See, this is very much important. 16%. Okay. So now crop sector GVO. So you see, on the basis of crop sector GVO was largest contributor. Crop sector GVO was largest contributor to agriculture. So in also cereal, fruits, vegetables, they totally may make 52.5% of total crop of GVO. See, just look at the trends and keywords while solving the question. You can understand how the question can be framed on based on these Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Telangana, Haryana contribute 53% of total cereals gross value output. So now the difference between gross value GDP and GVA measures in national income. GDP, you know that GDP is measures of demand side according to the gross domestic production, total production within to final goods and services within the demarcated boundary. Gross value addition is something measuring the supply side. See, it is demand side. GDP is in demand side. GVA is in supply side. You are adding the value for each and every process in each sector of the economy. GDP is equal to GVA plus taxes on the product minus subsidy of the production. See, UPSC will ask question from this area. GDP is equal to GVA plus taxes on the product minus subsidy. Minus subsidy. This is GDP. Now let us have some MCQ discussion with respect to this about topic. See, which of the following factors influence the growth of agriculture sector? See, it's three. All three. Investment in irrigation, use of high yield varieties, access to institutional credit. All the three are correct. In the context of Indian agriculture, which of the following is a major challenges affecting agriculture growth? See, which are the major affecting the agriculture growth? Fragmentation of land holding, dependence on monsoon, inadequate marketing infrastructure. All three are correct. Consider the following statement regarding agriculture growth in India. Agriculture growth directly impacts the rural income level. Yes, growth in agriculture reduces the poverty and unemployment. Yes, both are correct. See, these are all model MCQs. So with reference to agriculture sector in India, consider the following statement. Agriculture contributes significantly to the employment in India. See this thing. They are contributing significant employment. Growth rate of agriculture is generally more stable. No, it is not stable. It dependent on monsoon. How can it be stable? Statement 1 only correct. With reference to following measures can improve the GDP growth. See, what are all the measures can improve the agriculture growth? Agriculture growth. Expansion of irrigation facility. Yes. Adoption of modern technology. Yes. Strengthening the agriculture market. Yes. All the three are correct. Okay, so let us continue with the state of digital economy. State of digital economy. See, this is the report given by ICRAER report, Digital Economy to Constitution of 5th Indian GDP by 2030. So, State of India's Digital Economy report. Okay, so they are saying that India's digital economy, a state of SIDE report. It's very simple. So it is published by ICRAER. So Center for Internet and Digital Economy. So along with Center for Internet and Digital Economy. See, it's very simple. They are projecting towards they are giving the data towards the digital economy. So India ranks, what is the rank of India with respect to digital users? 28th rank. So now the key fact is India ranks 28th globally in digital user spending. Digital user spending. Despite being third largest economy, we are 28th place in globally in digital user spending. Okay, so now what can we expect from here? So State of India's Digital Economy report. See, assessing the progress via CHIPS framework. So they are saying that this is assessed with the help of CHIPS framework. What is CHIPS? So it's very simple. Connect means expanding the digital connectivity and infrastructure. So CH, harness, leveraging the data technology for economic growth. So I for innovation, harness, I for innovation. So innovation, promoting research and AI. So P for protection. So P for protection, promotion. Innovation. P for protection, ensuring the cyber security and cyber security, privacy and digital rights. S for building an inclusive sustenance, building an inclusive and long-term digital ecosystem. See, the discussion seems to be very much odd because I had made precise points and I'm trying to relate every points which is all not important points only with respect to exam point of view. Okay, digital economy. Digital economy is economy which is driven by digital technology. First of all, we should know what is digital economy. So, digital economy, an economy is driven by digital technology and internet connectivity, enabling new business is called as digital economy. So, what is important in State of India's Digital Economy Report? State of India's Digital Economy Report contributes. So, in the digital economy contributes 11.74 percentage in 2022-23. It has projected up to 13.42 percentage in 24-25 and 20 percentage is 2030. So, it says that by 2030, the digital economy is expected to contribute nearly 20 percentage of India's GDP. That means the digital economy solely will contribute 20 percentage of India's GDP. So this makes this very much crucial, growing nearly twice as fast as the overall economy. So so in this, the estimation framework follows combined method of OECD and ADB. OECD and ADB. Also, it includes digital components of traditional sectors such as BSFI trade educations and traditional ICT sector from the largest share. So they are including these frameworks. Now, with reference to Digital India program, consider the following statement. It aims to transform. See, with respect to above points, you can we can get the question based on the aim to transform India's digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. Yes, it includes promotion of digital infrastructure and digital literacy. Yes. In the context of India's digital economy, digital payment have increased financial inclusion in India. Yes, statement 1 is correct. Growth of internet penetration supports digital economy activities. Yes, statement 2 also correct. So, which of the following contributes the factors of growth of India's digital economy? Expansion of broadband connectivity, growth of fintech sectors, government initiative promoting digital transaction. All are correct. With reference to India's digital economy contributes significantly to. So yes, now let us have the question with respect to about discussed content. So, with reference to State of India Digital Economy Report, consider the following statement. The CHIPS framework used to report stands for connect, harness, innovate, protect, and sustain. So, statement 1 is correct. What is CHIPS framework? Connect, harness, innovate, protect, and sustain. Statement 1 is correct. India's digital economy product projected nearly 25 percentage. See, they are saying 25 percentage. So, you know that we saw that it is 20 percentage and that data are wrong. According to the report, India's rank of top 10 globally reflect terms of digital user spending reflects the status of third largest economy. See, it is 28th largest economy. Statement 3 is incorrect. 28th largest economy. The estimation methodology of digital economy reports is based on framework provided by OECD and Asian Development Bank. Yes, it is correct. So this question is correct. So we can continue with the next. We can continue the economic current affairs in upcoming videos. Thank you.